Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex here, and today we're taking a look at a vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. This guy came out in 1990. This is Napoleon Bonafrog and his little sidekick, Fly Friend. So he does come with 4 accessories, including the little sidekick here. But I wanted to kind of move those aside, give you a little 360 of this guy. And these are just going to be short little videos. I only have a few vintage turtles left to show off. I showed off a couple of them a couple of years ago, I think. And I just never got around to doing the rest. Well, now I'm putting these guys up for sale, so I figured now's better than any time to finish up these reviews and showing off this little vintage figure here. So, showing off the accessories. There's a lot of nice detail in each one of these vintage figures, especially even in the accessories. So you can see that he's got some kind of contraption here, which is kind of like a electronic kind of fly swatter here, and you can see a dragonfly molded into the end over there, which is really cool. Some more little electronics. The same thing with these accessories with most of the vintage line. That are usually all kind of the same color, so they don't really put a whole lot of paint into that, but they put a ton into their figures, so which is something that the new current line really isn't doing very much. You can see kind of like some slime or kind of ooze stuff all over the shield here, and it says danger, skull and crossbones, sewer gas, and you can see it's just a handle right here. So very, very cool, really nice detail in there. Taking a look at Fly Friend, he's kind of crazy on his own. He's got a little eye here that's kind of spiraling, and then this one's kind of bugged out. You can see his tongue sticking out through his teeth. Not really sure what kind of outfit he's got right there, but I can see he's got some shoes, and he's got like a little bug here at the end, and some like little antennas here. The back end right here, this can actually move however you need to, so which is kind of cool. And the last accessory, which is kind of a snake whip. You can definitely tell it's some type of snake there. You can see the fangs and the eyes, kind of a little mohawk going on here, but he would just hold that in his hand, and it's kind of like a little snake whip, which is a nice accessory for him, and it kind of fits the character. Now, focusing in on the figure itself, he's got a really nice outfit here. A lot of bright colors. Again, this came out in 1990, so this is whenever bright colors were very popular. But you can see with the flip-flops or thongs here, you got an orange, and then kind of a pink, bright pink with yellow on the trunks, neon green shirt. You can see it a little bit better here, but on the back, if we can get that to focus, maybe. All right, yeah, so you can see a little bit better. The pattern in the little shirt here actually has flies. Maybe I can catch it in the light. You can see it a little bit better, but I just thought that that was kind of a cool, nice detail, and that's what you got with these vintage turtles. A lot of cool, unnoticed details to where on today's figures they would have probably just done just a plain solid green shirt and wouldn't have put those little flies printed on there. So that's something that I definitely like. They did miss a little bit of paint back here. These little things, I'm guessing that they're supposed to be breaking out kind of like the horns are supposed to be breaking out kind of like they are in the sleeves, or maybe they're just kind of pushing the shirt up. But those are probably supposed to be painted, and then this was supposed to be painted also this fleshy color, or what his flesh would be. But again, they had to cut corners somewhere. Fortunately, it's here on the back, and it's really not that bothersome. But again, you can see the horns popping out, tearing apart the shirt, which is really cool. If you look over here, you can see some more horns. You can see that he's got a bracelet, which is just a rope or a chain of some sort. And then he's got a turtle over here, if we can get that to focus there, as another bracelet. So then again, with the horns popping out, peace sign, necklace, different colors, but it matches the trunks. Same with the button there. So everything looks really cool. You can see the flip-flops, you can see the horns coming out. And again, with all the spots, you can definitely tell that he's a frog, and especially if you look at the head there. And I think they did a really nice job with that. Just a really cool looking figure. As far as articulation goes, can rotate the head. I haven't messed with this figure since I got it, so can rotate the head. This arm goes up and down. You can also rotate here at the wrist. Usually have one of those arms whenever they got into I believe the 90s, whenever they started putting a little bit of extra articulation, or at least in one arm. This one just goes up and down. No waist articulation or anything like that. The legs, they move here on a ball joint. Same thing with this one. But it's one of those things with the vintage line where the feet are already kind of posed for you, and you just kind of always leave them like that. So some are a little bit difficult to stand than others, like Chrome Dome. He's one that's a little bit harder, but this guy, he's really good. He's got those long feet there, or at least the flip-flops, to where it gives him a nice balance. So very cool little figure. So I wanted to show him off. I've got a couple more vintage figures to show off, and then we'll start rolling into some of the other stuff. So that's a little bit newer, but I wanted to kind of hit some of this vintage stuff before I put it up on eBay. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.